What's up, Comic Book Nation? We're running through the top stories of the past 18 hours or so on this special 2 p.m. Eastern Time edition of Comic Book Now. Hello, comic book fans. Lucas Siegel here. I've got Chris Killian with me at the desk today.
Hi, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not too much.
The weather here in Tennessee is not so great, so we're doing a special early edition of Comic Book Now. And Chris, now, why are you here instead of Brandon? What happened?
Well, you know, BD's his arm's a little sore today. He's kind of resting up. You know, we had an arm wrestling contest last night, and over the top took him down. Yep. Sorry, BD.
It happened. It happened.
Ice and heat alternate. You know.
Chris is going to be running the questions for us today, so please keep them coming right there on Facebook, and he will get them over to us after the news. But first, our top story today comes from Logan, the last Wolverine movie starring Hugh Jackman. The star, as well as director James Mangold, have been leading a social media-driven PR campaign, and that continued with a brand new image shared on Jackman's Twitter. The image shows Logan, bearded and wearing just an undershirt tank, running at top speed through a forest. Fight or flight, he captioned it, and it looks like in at least one scene it will be the latter. The viral PR campaign will continue as Fox is mailing out over 1,000 postcards, each with a single frame of the next trailer before it debuts. Speaking of trailers, a new 20-second TV promo for The Flash Season 3 mid-season premiere was released today, along with a new synopsis for the episode titled Borrowing Problems from the Future. Let's give the trailer a look.
Future's changed. I saw a Avatar murder you.
How long until it happens?
I swear I will protect you. We can prove that we can alter the future here and now. Ready, McFly? I'm about to ride you back to the future.
3, 2, 1.
Tense stuff. The synopsis confirms that Barry will be trying to figure out how to prevent the death of Iris that he glimpsed when he accidentally traveled to the future in the mid-season finale. If a leaked list of Doctor Strange special features is true, then Marvel fans are in for a lot of laughs when the movie comes home later this year. The list includes a gag reel, but it also includes Team Thor Part 2. That's the sequel to the hilarious mockumentary that Taika Waititi directed, explaining why Thor wasn't involved in Civil War's superhero battles last year. Hopefully the leak is true because we all want to see more of Team Thor. Behind the scenes on the special effects, stunts, soundtrack, cast and crew, and Marvel Phase 3 are also listed as special features. Staying in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, fans holding out hope for another miraculous recovery by Crossbones, the Captain America villain portrayed by Frank Grillo in the last 2 Cap films, can let go and move on. In an interview with Collider, Grillo said first of the Purge franchise, quote, "I think I'm done," adding, "Same thing with Captain America. There's nowhere for it to go unless you're Captain America or Iron Man." They were talking about it, but I was like, you know what? I'd just rather not do it. I'm so appreciative and grateful to have been a part of something that big. Well, we thank you as well, Frank. Finally, there was much ado about the Rogue One, a Star Wars story summer reshoots last year, with speculation about the film being in trouble and needing a major overhaul of the ending. In a new interview, film editors John Gilroy and Colin Goody set the record straight. After Goody emphasized that pickups were something that was always on the schedule, Gilroy revealed that they changed the beginning of the movie much more than the final act. Quote, "There were scenes that were added at the beginning and fleshed out," Gilroy said. "The scene with Cassian's introduction with the spy, Bodhi traipsing through Jeddah, and Jin's escape from the prison transport that you just watched were all done during the pickups. An interesting look inside the filmmaking process for sure." One more thing to add, our Thor Ragnarok video contest ends Monday, January 9th, where you can win a copy of Planet Hulk and get an idea of Hulk's role in the next Thor movie. Head to comicbook.com/page/submissions. Take a screenshot right now and send a 10-second video in landscape mode explaining who will win when Thor fights Hulk in Thor Ragnarok for your chance to win. Now, before we get to questions, and I'm sure we have a lot, please keep them coming for Chris. His other show, Major Issues, continues to roll on, and we have a winner for his latest episode featuring the first appearance of Phoenix. Marco Rojas won X-Men number 101, the first appearance of the cosmic hero identity of Jean Grey. Congrats, Marco.
Yes, congrats, Marco.
All right. Chris, What can you tell us about the next Major Issues episode and the giveaway?
I'm so excited. So we know Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is going to be coming back, right?
Yes.
So the next issue on Major Issues is going to be Strange Tales number 135, which is the first appearance of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's the first appearance of Hydra. It's the first appearance of Agent H and the Helicarriers and the LMDs. It's a powerhouse of an issue. Any serious comic book collector needs to own this issue.
Awesome.
So yeah, so I'm really excited to have that. Yeah,
that should be a lot of fun. And Nick Fury's in there, but it's not his first.
Nick Fury's in there, but it's not his first appearance.
Okay,
But it is the first time. It is when he joins S.H.I.E.L.D. So
Awesome.
It's a very historical issue.
All right, Chris. I'm sure we got some questions here.
Are you ready for some
what
questions?
can you give us? Yeah.
All right.
Let's
Let's
get
dig
to
up what
these.
we got here. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Just had a.
We had some questions from Twitter, right? Because
Yeah.
people need to remember that you can always ask us questions using hashtag CBNow. It doesn't have to be while we're live.
No, it doesn't have to be then. Okay, hold on. I got it. I got one pulled up. From Twitter, we have
Excellent.
from MagicMan25. I was wondering why the reference for Wonder Woman was World War I. I thought she came about in World War II. Did they change her timeline?
Okay,
That's
all
a good
right.
question.
Well, Magic Man, I can tell you I was actually on the set of Wonder Woman. It looks really cool. That's pretty much all I can say about it right now. But they did change it. It was World War II in the comics. They're using World War I here because it gives Diana a little bit more of an even more drastic look at the world of man. It's probably also a little bit to put it apart from the first Captain America movie, which was also a period piece. And
you know a lot
took
about the
place
Wonder
in World War
Woman
II.
movie, right?
I know.
Yeah.
I know too much about the Wonder
much.
Woman
You can't
movie
even-
because I'm
yeah.
not allowed to talk about any of it
So,
yet.
yeah.
Still,
All right,
I'm excited for it though.
I'm gonna take another question from Twitter.
Please do.
At WayneD89 wants to know any update on the Power Rangers movie trailer.
Okay, all right, Wayne. Let's look at the Power Rangers trailer. Here's what's going down. We're almost definitely getting another Power Rangers trailer this month in January. Right now we've got Lionsgate, who's doing Power Rangers, has another movie coming out next week. That's the movie about the Boston Marathon bombings. Then after that, we've got the Triple X movie coming out, and after that, we've got the last Resident Evil movie coming out. It's gonna be paired with one of those three movies. We will see a new Power Rangers movie trailer soon.
Awesome. Now I think we're gonna move over to Facebook. Check out
Okay.
some questions over there.
All right.
This is my favorite question. James wants to know which Avenger is the best kisser.
You had to ask this question.
Yeah, I did.
had
You
to
knew
do
it was
this.
coming. I think we both agree.
I knew you were pulling it, but yeah, we both know he's
both
right
agree.
there. It's clearly Captain America.
It's Captain America.
Obviously, Captain America.
There's no.
is the
I mean,
best.
I feel like Thor probably slobbers a little bit.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
Tony's too selfish.
Yeah.
And why we're not talking about the women, I'm not
I don't-
entirely sure.
yeah,
but,
I don't know.
But yeah, definitely Cap, Jim. Definitely Cap.
All right, let's see what else we got in here. Ryan wants to know, how do you think the X-Men cinematic universe is going to carry on?
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
I think they're going to continue to just plow forward.
Yeah.
I don't see any kind of big revamps or anything like that going for it. I don't see them rebooting the whole thing. I think they're going to plow forward. I think what they're going to do is they're going to ignore Wolverine for a while rather than recasting him right away.
Yeah.
We might see someone like X-23
Yeah, that's
or
what I
Daken
thought. Maybe
kind of
X-23
take his
would
place
come in.
for a little bit.
Right.
But other than that, I'm really excited about everything we've heard, both officially and behind the scenes about New Mutants so far. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. That's some of my favorite characters in comics.
Literally,
of all time.
the only thing I want is when they finally recast Wolverine, and they will.
Yeah.
I just hope he wears the freaking costume.
I
That's
do
all
too.
I want. I just want to see Wolverine
Maybe we'll
in his
get
costume.
to see it in some kind of flashback in Logan.
That would be
Maybe.
awesome. But okay, let's get to another question. Okay, let's see here. We got
They're coming really fast, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. This is my first time running the questions. So Tyler wants to know, since this is Hugh's last time as Wolverine, will there be an end credit scene in Logan?
That's a really good question,
That's kind of
Tyler.
follow up to what we had, yeah.
One of the speculations about the whole Deadpool Wolverine kerfuffle that happened last week is that they are doing an end credits scene that will give a little nod and let Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds' new and improved version of Deadpool appear on screen finally together once. If that end credits scene is what we suspect it could be, then it could be something that is kind of taken out of Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
And we'll see it again in Deadpool 2. That's the most likely option, is that it'll nod to Deadpool 2 somehow.
All right. Last question we're going to do, and I got this specifically for you.
Okay.
Ryan wants to know, do you think General Leia is going to become a Jedi in Episode 8?
Okay. Last year, Carrie Fisher, rest in peace, tweeted out an image and then deleted it very shortly afterwards of concept art of her costume for Star Wars Episode 8. And it included what certainly looked like the traditional robes of a Jedi, though they were dark. They weren't brown. They weren't gray. They were a little darker, a little like a dark blue or maybe even a black. So yes, I think we're going to see something to do with Leia and Force powers in Episode 8. If you read the books and comics, there have been a lot of hints about Leia getting some Force training from Luke. So check those books and check those comics out. That is all we have time for today. Thank you guys so much for joining us at this special early time. Remember, you can always leave comments for us on Twitter at ComicBook NOW, #CBNow. Just #CBNow, that's all you need to do. Or you can reach us directly at Chris Killian.
At Chris Killian.
At Lucas Siegel.
At Lucas Siegel.
We love talking to you guys. We love interacting. Please keep it up. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned on Monday for an all-new episode of Comic Book Now.